Is it working? I don't think it's working. What? It looks like it's just oh, that's me. All right. Hey, what's up? I'm Al Cox. I make games, play games, and everything in between. And today I'm going to be going through the game I made for the Buildbox Game Jam, the levels, and what was this? Wait, let's see. Today I'm going to be going over level design and reviewing the levels I created, making them a little bit better. I'm trying to live stream this event, and I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty sure the internet in Colombia is just getting worse by the day. So it's working right now, but I was just testing it and it wasn't working. But hopefully we can go through. Oh shit! Wait, did I record? Stop recording. Okay, so I'm still getting used to this live stream thing. I don't even know if this is working. So who knows these things? Not me. Okay, restore chat. So if someone starts chatting. Oh, wait, and where's the OBS? So I need this to see. Um, yeah. So this will let me know if I have good connection. Oh, see, like if this goes red, which it was just red, then it means it's not streaming yet. So we'll see. Yeah. So here, let me just show you. Here's the game I made for the Buildbox Game Jam. And this was a lot of fun to make. There's a character, and that's not what I wanted. So you just go over here, and then you make your way over here. Level 1. And hold on. This is level 1. This is level 2. Ideally, I would like these to spin. Oh, wait, where's it going? So this thing is spinning kind of weird, so I'll need to take a look at that because that's not supposed to do that. Level 3. These are just platforms with a wave node that go back and forth. And the whole goal is to get to the finish line. I might make a tube that you have to shoot through, a lot of things. I think I'm gonna actually try to work on this game for the entire month of May because why not? And just polish it and make the levels longer. Right now the levels are pretty short, but let's get through this. This is like a little wheel, and then if you wanted to, you can go over here and try to bounce off of those. And you can also see the following level if you make it to the end. You actually can't make it to the next level because I've set up invisible barricades. And then this level is pretty straightforward. I think I just didn't want to delete that level because I made it. Um, uh, really like this level. I don't like how you see here, you can see the white before the ball falls. I don't like that. I just don't know how to change that. And here is this triangle. We'll see this triangle everywhere. I made it in Blender, so it will be in the game. And eventually I'll give that away for free along with the low poly cube and the sphere that I've used. I really like this level. I think I'm probably gonna try to just make a dozen more levels like this. Whoa, look here. You see how it's up in the air? That shouldn't be like that. Let me put on the debug and refresh. Well, you can't refresh to this specific level. Well, I can die. Does that do anything? So it takes a second for the collision editor. Okay, so here we go. It runs super slow, but it looks like they're in the air, and that shouldn't be the case. So that's something I haven't noticed before. And everything's running slow because I have debug on and streaming, and I got there's a lot happening on my computer right now. Um, Okay, so can't remember what level this is. Let me take the debug off. I do have a progress bar up at the top here that took me a couple hours to figure out. Everything takes hours to figure out, actually. So I'll go back and I'll have to remodify the size of this because I don't. It looks like they're floating in the air, and that's not cool. But they move out of the way. They're super light mass, so that they just fly everywhere. Again, my computer is being heavily run right now, so that's why things appear slower. Small penguins, confetti explosion. I totally want to change it with my own um, confetti that I made in Blender, but just doing that alone will take hours. So hopefully next week when I'm back in America. This level also super cool. You just punch through these levels, you can die. If you want to download this game and have an iPhone, you can. There's a test flight available. Leave a comment below and I'll tell you where to go. Um, but yeah, this game is hard to explain. It was a lot of fun to make, and I created. I did a live stream, and that live stream was really the beginning of this game, and I took that live stream and I have been editing a video that will be coming out tomorrow, and so be sure to check that out. But these are just the levels I made. This is just a scale. This level is actually difficult, so let me try to focus here. Yeah. In the game, the colors on the bottom, they look gray. It's one of the reasons why I say always test on a phone because here everything looks great, but on the phone, it still looks good, plays good, but there's some kind of things that look glitchy for sure. All right, let's go. And didn't make it. So one thing to know about bouncing is the more speed you have, the more you will bounce up actually. So uh, and there we can see the if collide is slow to act for the character, and that can just be because I have so much going on, or it could be Buildbox. One never knows. I like this level. Uh, oh, fun thing about this game is if you want to, 80% of these levels you can just skip everything and just make it to the end. I'm not going to do that because I actually want to show you the level. And look at all these triangles I put. Like I made that triangle in Blender. You can, oh, if you go too high in the air, you die. I should maybe adjust this level accordingly. But there you go. And then if you hit that black cube, you die. Or did you continue? I don't know. Oh, no, that was a game over. See? A lot of levels in the game I made right now, actually, maybe not in the future when I develop the levels out to be a little bit longer. These long, these levels are about 10 to 15 seconds. It's my opinion that your standard hyper casual game does like anywhere between like 30 seconds to a minute 30. Um, but again, this was just kind of all done really quickly. One of my most favorite levels, because it looks very cool. Balls fall, and you just have to just go here, and you are at an angle. So if you just do nothing, you will fall down, and you have to swipe up in that angle. And then these are also a little bit bouncy. They're a little bouncy, so you can move around. It's super fun. Oh crap! And same, you can just skip that level and just go straight to the end. This level, this is, when I was making levels, I just had a lot of ideas, and this has been seen so many times in so many different games, but to do it in a way like that is different. So it's always great when you can take something that has been done a million times over and then just put your own spin on it. I see a lot of games sometimes being made with Buildbox, and they're don't even change the color of the platform that was in the template. So, you know, little things go a long way. Here, these are all bouncy. I could make a move. I think when I was making this level, I was just trying to get levels done. This is difficult because these are a lot smaller. And oh, there, it looks like I didn't even make it to the, maybe I did, I don't know. Sometimes it's actually difficult to see what's going on in 3D, and the shadows help. But I thought I didn't make it to the platform, but clearly I did. Definitely one of my favorite levels. Reminds me of the first time I went on a half pipe. I think I was 8 or 9, and me and my brother, we fell on our ass. It was a green half pipe, but yeah. This level, I have a lot I want to do to it as well, because if you go too deep into it, you won't be able to see the player. Like, I can't see the player right now. That's not gonna work for me in the long term. Like, and I don't even know where I'm at. Like, oh, I didn't register the game over. And again, here we just skip everything and go straight to the game over. I love the fact that I made a game where you can do that. You can skip you can skip everything. And I did that on purpose because when I'm making levels, I want to be able to feel out the level. But then when I'm testing, I kind of just want to hurry up and finish the level and get to the level I'm testing. And because I have a level selector sequence, all my levels are arranged to go through 1 to 20. I think I made 20 levels. And if I stop right now, it'll go back to level 1. So what do we, oh, this level, very similar to, this is level 15. And yeah, this level just makes me want to just go through it. But you got to watch out. I put in pikes, cones, and everything is moving slow primarily because I am streaming, I am recording. I have 5 GB available on my computer because I've just been pushing my machine to the max lately, and hopefully I'll be able to take care of some business when I get back to America. But until then, let's just jump straight ahead. Okay, so this is just a combination of levels you've seen, and I think you can go straight to if you wanted to, but yeah, when you're making levels and you want to make 20 levels and you're on a deadline, uh, it's great to look at the things you've done and try to redo them in a different way. It's almost just like making games and playing games. It's, you take what you've seen and you put your own spin on it. So that's what I literally did with that level. And that's what I'm doing with a lot of these levels. Like, this is what, level 17? A lot of these higher up levels, I just redid things that I did before because, there's no wrong answer. You can experiment. And I'll be working on this game for the whole month of May. And I will get rid of the things that I don't like and I will keep the things that I do. And that is just part of the process. So let's grab here. Oh, and try to get back up on. They say if you make a game, you are already a master at that game. So that is why I'm able to just do that, because I'm so good at this game because I made it. This one, oh, did not, whoa, one, I should have, hitting the wall should make you, oh, so that did work. So this, again, very similar to the other ones. You're moving in a 3D world. That's what I love about the dynamic character. Go like that. Move over here. And see, that angle was also tough to tell, but looks like I hit the platform. And then this is very similar to what we just saw, but these things are moving pretty quickly. Oh. Ow. Definitely need to make this level easier. It's all about, oh, come on. This is actually a lot of skill because while the ball is moving, I'm moving the mouse. You can actually see it, I think, on the screen. And come on, there we go. Game over. And this is the last level. This actually is probably the most difficult level. And yeah, we'll see how it works. I'm just going to jump over here, try to bounce on these. Again, you make the level, you're the boss, you know the shortcuts. So yeah, let me first jump into the character. Okay, so the character is probably the most important thing. And here it is. It's dynamic, affects all assets. Friction, bounce at 1. This is super important. Mass at 1, also super important. Collision shape is a sphere. This is a 3D model. I, again, made this bad boy in Blender. Probably took me hours. Um, and that's why I use it because something that takes you hours to make, you're gonna use all the time. Um, touch move, 0.1. I had it at 0.05, but if I could be honest with you, I think games and controllers. I play a lot of games. I play games all the time, and high sensitivity. You never want like a super high sensitivity, but you never want a low sensitivity. And honestly, I think my thumb is been playing too many mobile games these days, but I sometimes use this finger or I just find myself needing to swipe multiple times and I don't like that. So increases sensitivity, but because of the gameplay, because of how the character moves, it takes finesse. Here I got the if collide with characters, level complete. If collide with checkers, if collide with put level complete. Maybe try to label a little bit better. If collide with all enemy. And then here we can see if you hit the level complete, you get a delay and you get the level complete. Um, and then this spawns the confetti, which I got from Smart Penguin, and really didn't do that much to edit it. I plan to because while I think his collision is great, I literally made something in Blender that took me maybe 1 hour, but it's just a sheet of paper, and damn it, it's my sheet of paper. So I will hopefully put that into the game before the month is out. Here's where it saves levels. This is a node, I believe it's a save. Where did I get this? Save levels. This saves the levels every single time. Um, Somebody gave it to me or it was on the forums. But you want this in your game. You want it. You need it. Do research. Look in the forums. Because Buildbox games crash. They crash all the time on your iPhone. And then if they crash and you crash on level 18 and you have to restart back at level 1, people have been hurt for less. So like, nobody likes that. What do we got? Defeat with enemy. Defeated. So the defeat actually removes the character, so you don't see it in the screen. I have a whole tutorial on that. This animation I literally got from another smart asset. This is rotate. Why are we rotating? I don't even know why this is here. Like that. Like I can probably delete this. I'm not gonna delete it because I don't know why it's there and it confuses me. Um, and this is also supposed to make the enemy, the player, get smaller before getting removed. Not really sure what was going on here. So here we go, and let's just start at the start scene, okay? So we got the start scene. We have this box. This is my color manager. I haven't been in Buildbox since Sunday night. This is my color manager. This is where I manage all my colors. I think there's multiple ways to do it. I like to have it in a single node just so I have a reference point. Hopefully that helps me. This took hours to set up, hours. And it didn't work the way I wanted it to until a lot of trial and error. But let's go in, take a look. So when this is created, which is at every start, and maybe that's why there's issues at the bottom. But so here we have random generator, if collide. This is the if collide with all assets. Uh, Sets background, and actually, I don't even know if I need this if collide. To be honest with you, like I can have everything going here. I've debated about changing it, but it takes a lot of time to figure that out. And honestly, once I get something working, I don't touch it unless I need to. But look, set background color here. And then I have a set send orange color and a send blue 2. So there's two different color variables that are being sent. And then this allows for the contrast. This says orange background. Here, well, this one is orange background and orange 2. So these are got to be orange 2. And then there's also a blue. So if there's a level with balls, the balls will be hopefully blue. So color manager here, and we can see I have things that I don't need. I was using a state node. I get confused on when to use a state node, like all the time. State nodes have multiple inputs, but then only have one output. My understanding, and when you just want one output, this is a good tool to use. But you can see I was experimenting with it here. What else can I show you? Yep, here, well, let's just stick with the start scene. And let me grab where is my dynamic triangle? Get this guy here because, yeah, like, I like it because I made it. So you're gonna see it every time. And there's nothing special I think about this pyramid. Let's take a look. Okay, so here the pyramid has received 2. So whatever color it receives is the 2 color. And then if defeated with character, this is the bottom floor. I feel like I should rename this to bottom floor. And that's the gray we see here. And I wonder if I can change the opacity. What that would do. Yeah, see, you see that gray. Oh, you can't go backwards. It's That happens so much more on the phone. I'm not exactly sure why, but what are we looking at? The defeated character. Yeah, so here again, defeated character receives the color, and I have 2 variables, color 1, color 2, and this is color 1. Yeah, that's the start. Check out the first level. So I think it was 2 weeks ago I did a live stream and I think it took me 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe minimum, maybe even 40 minutes, I don't even know, to make this level. And so to have it so nice now, it means a lot to me. Oh, and I'm dead. Damn it. It's not good when you keep dying. Here, so we have this spawn cube, and all this cube does is spawn. There's a timer node every 2 seconds plus or minus 1.5 seconds, and then it resets. So all that does is spawn a cube. And now that cube that gets spawned, let's check out the name of the cube that gets spawned. This is super important because I actually had this mixed up, kinematic cube. And let's just go in here and make sure these are not checked because this cube doesn't do anything other than spawn a cube. Okay, so it spawns a kinematic cube. Let me find, here it is, kinematic cube 1. So this cube is used everywhere in the game for many things. And here we can see this is where I organized the color. Then I used a state cube. Again, as I mentioned, I don't believe I'm using the state cubes like 100% in the best way possible. I just try them out when I need a certain kind of a certain response when I have multiple inputs and I want a single output. Then I use these. And here we can see it's set to if collide to y move plus. This is like a empty object that I created that I use to move this cube to the right. Well, actually, it looks like it doesn't do anything because it's not connected. It's not connected. This one is if this cube touches something called x move negative, it will go to here, here, and then move -3 plus or minus 2. If this cube hits an x move positive, go through the state machine and touch the x3. So move +3 with a difference of 2. So it could be 5, it could be 1. It changes every time it's created. And this is the x rotate, and then it goes here. So if the cube touches an object called x rotate, it will rotate 20 degrees or 20 like that. And I think that's what I had an issue on level 2, and we'll take a look at that in 1 second. Delete that. Delete that. Rotate object and rotate object 60. Okay, so that's level 1, and so that gives you a good idea of what's going on in level 1. And level 2 was acting strange, so let's select it and start testing. Okay, you see how it's not really moving? And it's touching this one, X rotate. Now, the reason it's not moving the way it could be is because X rotate is here, follow it down here, is because when I made the level, yeah, here we go. So this is just moving too fast. When I made the level, I'm actually, oh wait, let's do 30 plus or minus 15. Let's do 35, yeah, 30. That looks so amazing, and we can actually see that I just made a mistake here. I accidentally do plus or minus 2015. Oops. Okay, that's still kind of fast. So ideally, I would like it to just move 1 and almost be like a cross. But that is not what it does. And again, I'm going to be working on this game all month, so hopefully I can find a way to do that, or that, or not. And then this is the third level. I have the same platform. Oh wait, no, this is a different cube. This is a cube called platform bounce. And here we can see in platform bounce, it's got a bounce of 1.25. And yeah. So here we got platform, it's got a more of a bounce. If collide with wave X, then random rotation of 3, and different wave speeds. We can see that they're different, plus or minus. Is that when you go into this world, even though there's a staircase of how to go up, things are moving differently. And if you try to get to, oh crap, if you try to get to the finish like this, you actually won't be able to make, maybe you will. I also want to add objects up here or something because there's too much blank space. But so yeah, so those are the first 3 levels. So that's all the levels of my game 1 through 20, and an inside look into the first 3 levels. I'll be going through all the levels and trying to polish, create levels, do a lot of things with this game for the entire month because while I always have a lot of game ideas to make, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like making games super quickly and then moving to another game. The games I make are not like a full complete of what there's not a full complete game. There's a lot of things I can do to just polish and make the gameplay better and figure out if certain issues are me or Buildbox in terms of why on my phone, if I play the game, the colors on the ground right before you die look kind of glitchy. So yeah, cool. Um, yeah, yeah, I think that's it for now. So if you if you like this video, hit that like button. Otherwise, I just assume nobody watches, and that's cool too, because I'll be taking everything I put here and remaking it into a more condensed video because I find that when I do a live stream, making a game is more difficult, but when I do it by myself, it's still difficult. I just, I don't know, I don't talk out loud. I just work through the process, stick and move, stick and move. And I think there is a way to combine these things to just make great content, great games, and all of the above. So until next time, peace. See, I think that video quality, I don't know what's going on with that.